What is happening, guys? This is Jaden with another video. Today I'm just gonna be installing the bumper again because I swapped the bumper to a US spec bumper with my friend. He needed a bumper, so I got his. This one came with the ducts, brake ducts, holes for the brake ducts. So I had to fill that in, or I could just get another set of ducts, and run that through my car. I actually decided to do that because the body shops told me they won't be able to fill this in perfectly. It will still be a little visible. So I went ahead and just decided to get another set of ducts. And this one also came with the parking sensors, or the holes for the parking sensors. So either I had to fill that in or just get some faux parking sensors and get it painted as well. I got some brackets because my friend took that too. Yeah, so we'll be reinstalling the reflectors, install brake ducts. Actually, I'm just gonna be routing the ducts into the stock intake boxes because I don't feel like drilling through all this or take off the brakes and do all the routing or plumbing in the back. I'm not doing that. Yeah, so just doing that, reinstall the parking sensors, and get my plate mount situated. It's probably gonna be mounted here with a post coming out with magnetic or magnets from here. So it'll be magnetically detachable. I was trying to get the carbonium ones, but that one's not quick release like I wanted to. So I decided to get some magnets and some posts that would come out here to make it a little more usable for photo shoots and stuff. Yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to replace my oil cooler today as well. For that, I have to take it to a shop to get it done because my oil cooler, you guys can see, it's pretty fucked. So I got a new one. Yeah, I have to probably cut some of this out to make my plumbing work on the other side as well. I think this side is thicker, so I'll have to cut like a whole piece out, which I hope is easy. This looks pretty dense, so I'm not sure if it's just gonna be able to be cut. I was gonna do the monoballs as well for the thrust arms, but I don't have time for that today, nor the energy to uninstall all this and get it to a shop where they can push the bushing out, push it back in. None of that. So just doing the basics today. Yeah, let's get started.
Later.
All right, guys, reinstalled the reflectors. This side, I think the bumper is a little warped on this side because it was crashed on this side. So it doesn't fit quite perfectly, but it'll do. I think it's holding. If anything, I'll just use some heat gun and try to adhere it a little better. This side is fitting pretty well. Obviously no crashes, no nothing. Just fit right through. Now I'm just gonna put on the emblem, try to do the grill ducts and everything. And I'll be back. All right, it's looking more like an actual bumper now. Reflectors, the logos in there, the badge, emblem, whatever you want to call it. On this side as well. I just put on some double-sided tape hastily around the edges. Put it on like that. Okay, we just got the ducts. These are from MadTrace, actually. I know you guys know these guys for the magnetic paddle shifters and stuff like that. But apparently, they make track parts too. Go in like so. Yeah, should look pretty good. And I think they provided some screws for me to drill through. I'm surprised it doesn't have the nuts in the back. So I'm not sure if it's gonna hold without any silicone or anything like that. Usually people do silicone around the area, but I gotta make it work with what I got. So I'll probably do some double-sided tape in the back just to make sure that it doesn't fall off in case the screws fail. Okay, I just got the ducts in. I used a zinc hardware for this side and some regular self-tap for this side, but I might switch it up. I might do zinc on both sides or black on both. This is what I have for now, so it'll work. You can always switch it up. I mean, I got more zinc hardware, so I could just swap it out to zinc. Yeah, I might just do that. Or just black, I'm not sure. But for now, should be fine. I'll try to route it to the intake in the back. Let me see if it fits first with this protrusion in the back. Let me put the bumper on and see what happens.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, a little update. Turns out I still do have to cut this crash bar or trim the crash bar a little bit, like ½ an inch, for the ducts to fit in. I know I'm stupid. I tried cutting the ducts so it fits in, but I gotta trim a little more. If I do want to make it fit, I gotta trim a little bit more, but I feel like that's gonna be too visible once it's on the car. So yeah, I'm probably gonna take it out, take it to a shop, make them cut it, because I do not own a grinder, unfortunately. Sorry neighbors, I'm taking up 2 spots. But yeah, tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna take this crash bar out, or I'll take it out today. I tried doing that, but the bolt's hitting the fucking headlight, and yeah, I'm tired. But I should be able to make it fit. Just gotta take it to a shop for them to cut it for me, like not even that much, like that, and I should be Gucci. Yeah, I gotta do the oil cooler too, but I feel like I'm too lazy now. I'm just gonna leave it, do it in February or March. Yeah, that's the update. Yeah, I'm tired now. I swear to God, every time I work on my car, I'm like, I'm never gonna work on my car ever again. But I seem to keep doing it. You know, it's like that ex-girlfriend who keeps hitting you up. I tried drilling through it, but obviously it's not gonna do anything. Look at all this crap. Yeah, they gave me that hose too to route to the brake ducts, but obviously I'm gonna route it to the intake box, a cubicle thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna make my license plate mount, do the mesh grill thing, the screens. Gotta take off the rear diffuser because I'm selling that and getting a more aggressive one. Yeah, that's the state of the car right now. I gotta run to the pharmacy real quick with the C-Class. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll just do the other ones first.
Tomorrow.
All right, guys, this is day 3 of trying to figure this out, of how to put the bumper back on, because this side was not going to fit, did not want to fit at all. This was the best I could do, but there's still a significant amount of gap, so I wasn't going in. Obviously, I got all the parking sensors in, and I had to cut the frame rail, the crash bar. That's been done by some local dude. I think the brake ducts look amazing, looks aggressive. It really makes a difference of how the car looks. I think it looks cleaner, definitely, without the ducts, but it is what it is. I also did the mesh behind the main grille. Obviously, all the bottom ones were done before. And this is actually how I installed the quick release for the competition, because obviously the competition has a concave bumper profile. Like here, it's angled, whereas the OG has a more of a flat profile where you can just put some magnets behind and make it work. But I had to make a custom L bracket to support the plate, because if I just have the magnets here, the plate will eventually bend at higher speeds and probably fall off or damage the paint right here. So I had to make an L bracket. I'll show you guys a picture. I obviously don't want to show my license plate number, but This is how the ducts look. The hoses are not connected, but obviously the bumper's not fully on right now. I think the screen actually looks pretty amazing. It looks a lot more motorsport-ish. If you guys know, the M2CS Racing has similar style of screens or grills behind. This side was done as well, the ducts. The parking sensor on this side is seated, but when I was putting the bumper on, because I flexed the bumper too much trying to fit this side in, I actually popped this one out, so it's in here somewhere, but I went for a drive, so it might have fallen off somewhere out in the wild. I'll have to check if it's still here behind the grill somewhere. And right now the main thing is trying to get the bumper fitted, parking sensors. What else? The oil cooler has to go back on, or has to be fixed, as it's significantly bent right now. I already have a replacement one sitting, a bigger one too. So I didn't want to put the skid plate back on. It's empty right now. But I was able to put the lip back on without the skid plate. So it's not chassis mounted, but I put a lot of self-tapping screws, which the lightweight lip already comes with the pre-existing pre-drilled holes, so you just gotta drill through that. All right, guys, so I took the fender liner off. It's like sitting right there on the bolts. 3 of the screws that are holding the tab right here, and the bracket as well. So it should be coming off right away, and the parking sensor is sitting right there, the white one you see right there. Yeah, so I'll just take it off and do the hose, reattach the parking sensor more securely so it doesn't fucking fall off, and yeah, that should be good. All right, I was able to put these ones back on securely, so it wasn't, I just had them pressure fitted before, but now I'm using a bracket like so. These were already done like that, but this part was concaved, or had a curve on it, so couldn't really put it on. But somehow I found the right angle where it sticks. So now they're good. Probably down the road, I'll just swap them out with the OEM if they keep falling out. But for now, they seem to be good. These are holding up really well. They're not lifting or anything. But my homie has the OEM ones. I might just use his. These are the magnetic mounts for the plate. Yeah, I'll start putting these back on the car, and have the hose plumbing done on the vehicle. All right, guys, I just got the plumbing in, the hose, or whatever. It's going straight into the intakes or intake boxes here, on this side as well. So it should be feeding fresh air into the intake boxes. It's not gonna make any difference, I know, but I didn't want these to just be cosmetic, entirely cosmetic. I had to do something with them. And on the M2 Comp, weirdly enough, usually on the N55 and the F80 and F82 chassis with S55s, usually you have a cutout here for the air intake to feed air through. But on the S55 M2, the Competition, they don't have that. So all these are, so this intake box is basically just drawing air from, you know, the underneath the car and inside the engine bay, all that. So I think this should help a little bit, not significantly, but should be something. All right, guys, finally got it all done. This side's fitting a lot better. I was able to get it fitting pretty even. It's not OEM, but since I don't have the skid plate, the bumper is pushing outward a little bit because of all the hardware I put in for the lip. There was so many hardware, and I used a really long M4 screw or bolts That's why it's hitting against the one of the air flaps, I guess, and it's creating resistance, pushing the bumper out. As a result, it's not fitting too well in the fenders, but I got it all resolved. I kept pushing on it. I think this side was like this from stock because I'm pretty low my car, so I kept hitting on the fender, and the fender I think got a little bent. So I remember this side not fitting too well. People have pointed out to me about it, but it is what it is. Fits. If it fits, it fits. So I ended up drilling new holes for these two. It already had like one here and two here, slightly lower. But I think these ones fit a little different to the OEM CS racing ducts, which my friend ran before on this specific bumper. But I got it fitting a little pretty good. The ducts, you can see it's going straight to the intakes. You can see the MadTrace logo. I'm using self-tapping screws for both, so hopefully these don't back out. I think they're in there pretty sturdy. Hey guys, the car is finally done after, I don't know, 2 weeks of running no front bumper or having orange bumper. The car is finally back in one color. I'll be back with another video. Bye guys.